Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and today, kind of a little bit of a random thing. I got a box of stuff from Kylie Cosmetics. I purchased it. They didn't send it to me, you know, because they like me. They like me because I purchased stuff for them. Maybe-ish. So this is Kylie Jenner's brand. I think I've tried a lip kit and a highlighter or blush. But I think I've gotten rid of them all now. I don't even think I have any anymore. I do have one of her Kylie Skin eye creams that I picked up when I was traveling because I needed an eye cream and it was like there, and so I just grabbed it and I use it. Am I in love with it? No, but it gets me by. When I purchased this order, I purchased this one from Nostalgia. This is, I'm gonna show you. These are the products that I picked up. I purchased this mainly for nostalgia, mainly from boredom. I was traveling and I was stuck and my flight was delayed and I saw an ad and I'm like, oh, that looks cute. What I really wanted was that green lip gloss that is supposed to pH balance, turn your lips pink, but I think everybody ends up with the pink lips. I was fascinated and I really wanted to try that. So I got online or I clicked the link and I ended up on the website and there were a couple bundles and I'm like, okay, well this bundle doesn't look bad. So I think it has everything I want. So I clicked add to cart, purchased it, and then realized it didn't actually have that green lip gloss that I really wanted to try, which was the whole reason for me going there to begin with. But let me look and tell you. So I ordered it on November 14th. I received everything on November 26th. Is that right? Yeah, November 26th. First thing I noticed in the box was I had the smashed box. It's like the red shoes. It's like an ornament, but there's actually nothing in it. This was an empty box. They sent me an empty box ornament. It should be the metallic lipstick in Medallion. Is that right? No. It just says metallic lipstick. It looks like the red slippers shoes. Box is crushed and emptied. So I immediately did a, hey, received it. Didn't get this item. I don't know what they're going to say. So this ended up being an $18 discount when I purchased the 4-piece bundle, which didn't have the lipstick that I wanted. And then there was an extra code for being a first-time purchaser. Kylie 15 will save you 15%, $20.25. I'm not sponsored, affiliate, endorsed. I get nothing from these guys in PR. I don't even really like the Kardashian Jenner clan to begin with. Anyway, I thought the brushes were kind of cute. This whole set is from the Wizard of Oz, which I don't know if you are American. You might have grown up with this. Lady of a certain age, this was on every year, and then I would have dreams that it was continued to be on TV. Anyway, this is the brush set. It looks kind of pretty. I'm gonna actually pull it out here because I don't remember what else is in this set. I felt like the brush set, if I were to buy it alone, didn't seem like it made a lot of sense. But purchasing it as the kit, not only do I get the brushes, but I also got this really cute little Wizard of Oz roll. So it says Wizard of Oz, it's green velvet. I don't know, this is probably one of my favorite colors of green actually. So it looks like there's a complexion brush. Okay, you guys, what you don't know is to get this plastic off of these 5 brushes took a ridiculous amount of time. Finally got the 5 brushes out of it. This, I have never had an experience with. You know how you have like child locks on medicine or Tide Pods? There was like a child lock. This brush said, oh. And now as I feel them, they're kind of a little chintzy. It's a 5-piece blush collection. These are about the type of brushes that I would use though. I've got a little detail brush. I've got like looks like a blending brush. I've got kind of a domed tapered brush here. I've got an angled firmer brush and I've got a complexion brush. These are probably the brushes that I would, you know, normally use, but they feel a little light and plasticky. So let's put them in the case. That's where they belong. They belong in their little case, but that's them in their little bundle roll. It's cute. This is a cute set if you're a collector and you can tie it, keep them together. Okay, I'm not upset with it, but for all the effort to get them out of their little plastic thing, that's crazy. I do have a palette. We're gonna play with that. And then there's also a 3-piece lip kit in here. These look like they're all glosses, but how cute is this little packaging with the characters from Wizard of Oz? I don't know. I think it's super cute. I wish I would have gotten that lip gloss that changes color though. But these are the 3 lips in here. Are they all? Let me just wipe these because I don't even know what I'm working with here. So here's a red one. Oh, and it is not necessarily, I mean, it's a gloss, but it's super pigmented. Wow, that's actually really pretty. The red one is called Click Your Heels. Then we've got Over the Rainbow and No Place Like Home. So I love the names from it. Oh yeah, Nude pinky lip gloss, like my perfect one. And then this is the 3rd one, which is a little bit more of a mauve shade. Yeah, a little bit more pinky. Yeah, one of them's a little bit warmer, one of them's a little bit more cool toned. I don't know which one to put on. I got a little bit of lip oil left over from earlier. Trying to decide what to do with this now that it's on the back of my hand. I'll see if it actually dries down, but it's actually a pretty gloss. Recycle the box here. Okay, and then this was like a gift with purchase, I guess. This is, it says it's an ornament, holiday bauble. I didn't ask for this. I don't have time to wait to see what they say about that lip gloss because I am gonna be traveling again here real soon. And I just need to get this. I need to get this filmed for you guys. Okay, so we have a Kylie skin Christmas ornament. So, you know what? I'm gonna just put it right back. Well, it's a ball, so it just rolled out. I was gonna put it behind me on the thing, but then it rolled off onto the floor. So, okay, hey. Thanks, Kylie. You guys, why did I buy this? This whole set, I bought it because of Wizard of Oz. That's why I bought this set, and I was bored. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hey, let's try this because let's just see. I haven't tried a Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette. I've tried a couple dupes, like See Color Cosmetics makes some dupes, and I've tried their like Birthday Wish and stuff like that, but I haven't tried a Kylie eyeshadow palette. It's not a bad palette. I mean, it feels like it's a heavy weighted cardboard. Looks like it's got a mirror on the inside with the characters on it. Does it have a protective film on it? Doesn't really sound like much of anything. There's a cute little cutout figure of the characters right here. So you've got like the 4 main characters. 5, where's Toto? There's Toto. Okay, so we got the 5 main characters, including Toto. And the palette is a little bright for me. So normally when I look at an eyeshadow palette, I'm always looking to see, can I get 3 different looks? Can I get a work look? Can I get something kind of fun? Can I get a date night look? And I think I can. I think they've actually set it up a little bit where this might be your work look down here. This might be kind of like your fun look. Or maybe your date night look, and this might be kind of your fun look. I actually do think that's a really pretty quad, super pretty quad. And then we've got a blush and a highlighter, and the highlighter looks a little bit strange. It's called Yellow Brick Road, and a little bit dry, and it is a gold shimmer. So to me, that's probably, oh, you know what? It blends in pretty nicely. Shoot, maybe I will try it. So let's try their blushes, or let's try their brushes, let's try the eyeshadow. Let's just put this on because I bought it and why not? And who knows if I'll end up keeping it, but I'm gonna grab a little bit of the blush. This is in shade Wizard of Oz. And I have a little bit of bronzer in my complexion products on already. The complexion products that I use today, I just grabbed one of the Merit Beauty Minimalist like complexion sticks. And then I grabbed the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Bronzer because I couldn't remember if this actually had any cheek products in it because I did the whole add to cart thing. It's actually super pigmented, huh? All right, let's put some on this side. The brush is a tapered kind of powder brush, and in all honesty, even despite how I initially was kind of turned off by the plastic handles, it actually feels very nice on the skin. It's obviously a synthetic colored bristle brush. It seems to be applying and blending perfectly fine. Like no issues with that at all. Okay, so the blush color is prettier than I thought it was gonna be. Actually don't mind it. Yeah, I can see using that. Okay, we're gonna use their brushes and exclusively their brushes, and I'm gonna color switch them in between to get me 3 looks. I'm gonna do my work look first, and I'm just basically taking this kind of tapered blush or brush right here. There are 2 shades that I think I could wear for work. One of them is kind of a cool tone, sort of taupe color. One of them is a little bit more of a mustard shade. So I'm gonna grab the cool toned taupe shade called Broomstick, and let's just see if I could use this for work. I did not put on any eyeshadow primer or any eyelid primer on my lids at all. Just kind of like the dregs of whatever was on my makeup sponge as I was blending in that foundation stick from earlier. A little bit patchy, but seems to be building up okay. A better first impression would be if I would have put it over the top of a eyeshadow primer. But you know what? For work, I would absolutely wear this. I would wear this probably all over my lids, and this is a great shade for glasses. I do like these kind of taupey colors. This one's, you know, it's a cool tone, but I think it works well with my complexion. So I'm not upset by that at all. I'm gonna take the gold right next to it, which is this one right here called Wild Poppies. I think of Wild Poppies, are the poppies supposed to be red? I don't know, poppy fields. We're gonna put Wild Poppies all over my lid, and all right. I had heard, I think maybe Wayne Goss talk about Kylie Cosmetics and say that it's ColourPop. I gotta be honest, I think that's maybe doing ColourPop a disservice. Oh no, you guys. All right, that looks kind of muddy. It's looking very dry on my lids, like dry crepey. And while the shades kind of blended in together, I think that's just, it's too dark, too close in. We're gonna take the dark brown here. I'm actually gonna flip over to a little bit smaller brush. This one's called Toto, and we're gonna pick up a little bit of Toto. There is some kick up, which doesn't normally bother me too much. Okay, so here's the one thing I'm really enjoying about this brown, this dark brown in here. It does blend very nicely both with that taupe and with that yellow shade. It seems to be the perfect kind of neutral in between the two. Although in the pan, yeah, it looks like it might be a little bit warm in the pan, but on my eye, it doesn't seem to pick up either warm or cool. It just seems to be kind of like a neutral brown. I can appreciate that. All right, if I were gonna go to work, that I've taken that far too smoky. I would either do the gold kind of wild poppies or the taupe broomstick as my work shade. Maybe a tiny bit of this darker shade on the outside, just to kind of darken up the lash line. And that's probably all I would do with that. I'm gonna take the highlighter in here, which is the Yellow Brick Road, right? Yeah, Yellow Brick Road. And even though it blended on my skin when I attempted on the back of my hand as a highlighter, I'm gonna tap a little bit of it over here on my movable lid just to see how that looks. That's not bad, actually. Let me put some mascara on. All right, guys, quick coat of mascara. I didn't zoom you guys in very far, did I? I'm sorry. So quick coat of mascara, and that's a perfectly normal, everyday kind of like neutral look. Maybe a little bit more glam than I need to for work, because I used, you know, a little bit darker of a contour because I got carried away. And with the gold shimmer, I probably wouldn't wear that to work. Maybe, I don't know. It's not overly, well, it's pretty smoky. It's pretty smoky for work, but I would absolutely wear this on just a regular everyday. So that's look number one. Using far too many shades. Let me clean out these brushes really fast and we'll switch over to the other side. I want to do something kind of date night with the blues in this bright green. This emerald green looks absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It doesn't really give me a good like transition shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this light blue right here. It's kind of a periwinkle blue. It's called Dorothy. Must be the color of her dress, right? And I'm going to grab that sort of flat brush. I'm going to call it a blending brush, for lack of a better term. A little bit of kick up, but we're going to use this as my transition. Now, if you guys have been here before, first of all, hi. Hi again. If you're new to this channel, well, hello and welcome. Feel free to double check that subscribe button and make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, because I give you guys a lot of content. I'm probably one of the, I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers that will do content pretty regularly or pretty frequently in December, but I'm pretty consistent throughout the year too. So I do normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but in December it's a little bit more than that. Hence why you're getting this this video. And I was like, what? Oh, but I love Wizard of Oz. And now I'm like, why did I buy this? Okay, we're taking the dark green here. I'm guessing that is, wait, it says Wicked Witch. I would have called it maybe Emerald City, but okay, it's Wicked Witch is the emerald green in here. I guess she was green. Elphaba? Did you guys see Wicked or read the book? The book was pretty graphic. The musical, I've seen a bunch of times. Like I said, I liked Wizard of Oz growing up. I feel bad as an adult. I feel bad thinking about how Dorothy was, well, as how Judy Garland was treated. Wow, this is super patchy, you guys. Oh no. All right, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have to come back with this after I've played with it with a variety of different primers and see if one of them makes it not patchy at all. Oh, this is not going well, you guys. Yikes. All right, so the color's pretty, but this isn't the right application for it. So we're gonna leave that alone for now. I'm gonna go over the top of it with the shade called Scarecrow, which is this kind of sparkly green right here. We're just using all the colors. We're gonna try every shade in here. All right, little dry on the finger. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I would say that, you know, we don't want to offend ColourPop, because I think ColourPop does really creamy shimmers usually. And so I don't know if this is the same company or same lab, but this is not a good ColourPop formula. I think that if you're buying this collection, you're buying it because you either absolutely love and support the Jenners, or because you're, like me, very nostalgic on the Wizard of Oz stuff. All right, so we've got green and blue. There's a little bit lighter of a blue in here, this one right here. I'm gonna grab just a little tiny bit of that. Yeah, these shimmers are very dry. I don't know that I love that right on the center of it. I'm gonna grab a little bit of it with short brush here. The short brush, this sounds like the short best. The short brush here. Put a little of that on the inside. Yeah, I like that with that light blue a little bit better. And then I'm gonna take that gold, which is called, so that light blue was called Tin Man. I'm going to take the Cowardly Lion, which is the gold. That actually feels like it's not bad. And I'm going to just stripe this right down the center to give that eye a little dimension. Okay, so I can tell you that even though the mattes tend to be pretty patchy, when you put the shimmers over the top of them, they're covering up the patchiness. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that Wicked Witch, which is the darkest green, and we'll see if we can layer this a little bit over the top of those gold, or those shimmers. Take a little bit of it down here. And because that brush is a little fatter, I'm gonna take the small angled brush that was in the collection. I'm gonna go into this dark brown over here. Find the eyes a little bit more. All right, these colors are typically about as colorful as I get, and I could see doing something like this maybe for date night, but I don't know that I feel confident that the makeup is going to stay and not crease and not fade and not smudge. Let me throw some mascara on here. All right, you guys, I have a little tiny bit of transfer underneath, but it's not as bad as I would have thought. So that's look number 2. A little bit more of a kind of, I don't know, fun. I would call this a date night look. Definitely taking me out of my comfort zone with these, you know, the greens and the baby blues. But I actually don't even really mind the end result. I think it really brings out, when you have blues and sometimes greens, it can really bring out brown eyes. So I think that makes my brown eyes pop a little bit. This is definitely more in my comfort zone, super quick. While I did end up putting, like, you know, 4 shadows on, I think I could have gotten away with 2 or 3 and would have given me, you know, an everyday kind of look. Quite a difference between them. Let me take this off. We'll come back with a third and final look. Okay, guys, I'm back. I cleaned up the stuff that I had on there before, and I've added a little bit of the Dominique Cosmetics Everlasting Eye Base. It says 24-hour crease proof. That's pretty much the most, you know, bulletproof eye base that I could put on right now. So it's kind of neutralized my eyelids a little bit. Should give us a pretty good base. I'm cleaning off these brushes just a little bit, just to see, because these pinks and stuff are very, very pretty. I'm going to start with the shade called Sweet, which is this pink right here. I'm just going to tap it on to that eye base. It's mostly dried down, but just in case, we're going to give this every bit of our best effort, because I hate to think that I spent this much money. I hate to think that I spent money on stuff that is just horrible quality. This is actually worse quality so far than, my first impression of this so far is that this has been worse quality than some of my most inexpensive brands. Like I would take Profusion, I would take C Color, I would take Alter Ego, I would take LA Girl, any of those over this so far. And that makes me sad because this was significant. I could have bought a lot of those other brands with the amount of money that I spent on this kit. Okay, you know what? That pale pink going over the eyelid primer is not horrible. Let me grab a little bit of a smaller brush here. I'm still just using these brushes from their kit. This shade's called Crystal Ball. It's the red one, kind of a burgundy mulberry. I'm gonna call it mulberry. I don't know why they named some of these colors, just don't really seem like they go. Like they wouldn't be the names that I would choose. Kind of tapping that onto my crease. I should have a disclaimer on these, right? Because, and I do typically, I just don't know that I really went into it. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm just grabbing more of that sweet pink here, just to kind of soft top edge. I am a lady of a certain age. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not a professional YouTuber. So am I authorized to give you my opinion? Well, here's why I think I am. As a consumer, as somebody who spends my money on these things, I want to know, is it going to be a good value? Is it going to work on a lady of a certain age who doesn't have a certificate in cosmetology, who's doing the best she can with what she has? Is this worth us spending our money on? That's kind of why I review these things. And again, I'm spending my own money on this. I can't stress that enough. I'm not getting these things in PR like a lot of YouTubers. Maybe someday. I do get a couple things gifted to me, but in general, not in general. All this stuff, the thousands and thousands of dollars that I've spent on cosmetic, it is my own trial and error. I'm gonna grab this raspberry shimmer in here called I'm Melting. Tap some of this on her outer portion. I love monochromatic looks. I don't mind a little bit of color. I'm more of a neutral wearer who dabbles in color when the mood strikes me. As far as a shimmer goes, this is a little bit more on the maybe metallic-y side. I'm trying to keep building it up to get it to cover up the patchiness of the other shades. It's not spectacular. I'm going to grab that small angled brush. I'm just going to clean it off really good, and I'm going to go into Glinda the Good Witch, or if you're a Wicked fan, you would call it Galinda with the ga. Grab a little bit of it. Seems awfully powdery right here, and kind of bring it up. Pack it into the lid. I don't know that that's going to be the best choice. I'm trying, you guys. Trying so hard to get this tapped on here. Blended in. I mean, I know this isn't a blending brush, but I'm trying to, and I've got so much fallout now. This is just chunky. Oh, shoot. I didn't clean off that finger as much as I should have after the other shade. So now it's just kind of blending those two together. Let me grab another brush here. All right, keep going over the top of it, various brushes till I find one that's actually gonna work. That turned that light pink a little bit more fuchsia when I combine the two together. Let me try to do the same thing on this side. So I'm gonna take that raspberry shimmer in a little bit further, and then I'm gonna take that brush with the Glinda lighter shimmer over the top of it. Kind of gives it a little bit more of a fuchsia pinky tone to it, which I don't mind, but man, this is a chunky shade. All right, let's go back into the dark brown just to kind of deepen up the outer lash line a little bit here. I'm actually gonna drag it down below here too, blend it in with that light pink. I've got some cleanup to do. I'm gonna put some mascara on. So 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Would not, where's that blush brush here? 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Would not encourage you to spend your money on this. I am now in complete understanding of why I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I've literally seen no other videos come up on this. And I hate to be brutal. Hey, you know what? For fun, let's grab the highlighter, because I think when I rubbed it into my skin, it actually didn't look too bad. Oh, let's just try it. Oh, let's just keep trying to blend it in and see if it'll, yeah, no, that's like glazed donut highlighter. All right, let's match it up. You guys, here's the thing. This is a perfect example of me getting swept up in, oh, I loved something in the collaboration. The collaboration cannot save this, the quality, the palette. The blush was okay. I need to put more on. The blush was okay. The highlighter looks more like just like speckled glitter on my face. I did end up being able to pull off an eyeshadow look that I, you know, could wear, would leave the house in, but that took an awfully lot amount of work. And I can tell you that these liquid lips, they dried down. They dried down and didn't want to budge. So I'm gonna put one of them on. I might as well grab the more pinky one. I'm gonna put one of them on knowing that it's probably not coming off without a lot of micellar water or a lot of scrubbing. It goes on kind of shiny and then dries down, and they're pretty opaque. I don't know if this is her normal formula that she has in her liquid lips. Okay, as much as I'm hating on the products right now, my makeup doesn't look bad. It doesn't look horrible. Thank God I have enough confidence in my own makeup abilities to be able to pull this off, because I got to tell you that the experience of this was not good. If I were to rank the products, I would say, because I didn't get the green gloss that I really wanted, these are actually fine. They've already dried down matte. There's nothing shiny about them. They do go on. They go on shiny, but now having it on my skin, there's nothing shiny about them. They dry down matte and they're kind of budge proof. So I actually am okay with these. And this is a good size. This is a good size to throw in your purse and not get lost. Don't know what the metallic lip gloss looked like because they never sent it to me. They just sent me the empty box. I would say that next of my things I would like, this is kind of cute. I mean, for a super quick, like overnight makeup brush roll to have like 5 brushes, okay. I'm not convinced that I would put in these brushes. So as far as the brushes go, I mean, they're not horrible. For the price, you could buy a boatload of BH brushes instead. So maybe I would buy BH brushes and put them in this case, but I don't think it's even worth it. I don't mind the travel case at all. The brush roll's cute. And I like the fact that it says, you know, Wizard of Oz. I don't know that I care that it says the Wizard of Oz and Kylie Jenner or not. This was just a bad choice for me. This palette, this eyeshadow palette and cheek palette, I mean, the blush is the best thing about this palette, and as I even have it on my face, I don't even know that I love it. You guys, I am so horribly sorry. I tried every single shadow in here. My favorite shadow in this entire palette was this first taupe that I used, and even that was a little gray and patchy and kind of made my eyes look a little extra crepey. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I wasted your time, but hey, look at it this way. I could choose to say, I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to post it. The first impression videos, they don't always go well. Sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised. I think you guys got the sense from me how disappointed I was in this. So if you guys saw this, if it popped up and you were swayed to buy it from some sort of sense of nostalgia, please don't. Don't buy this for somebody who loves Wizard of Oz. Don't buy this for somebody that you care about. I'm so sorry. This is, I could cry right now because what a waste of time to film and put on makeup. The makeup now, it's fine. Do I love it? No, but man, I didn't enjoy the experience of it. I gotta be honest. I went into it thinking, okay, this will be fun. This will be different. And now I'm like, that's the last half hour, 45 minutes of my life I will never get back. Plus the editing time. I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this long. Feel free to stick around. Sometimes I don't have complete and utter fails. Is this 100% fail? No, but it's not spectacular. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye for now.